When I think about what my 18 years old self imagined she would be by the time she turned this age, I feel nothing. Literally nothing. I see those memories as if they are part of a documentary that's getting aired on TV. But it's not talking about me. They are portraying somebody else. Life has moved pretty fast, and way too many things happened to me, and I ended up back in my hometown. That same old town I promised myself to escape one day. And I did actually escape 10 years ago. But then 2020 happened. Within the span of 12 years, I went from having everything to lose everything, and then being left with only one thing. Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we? After graduating from high school, I went to college, and here is when I moved out from my hometown for the very first time. I was so happy, so excited, so ready to take over the world, so determined to create the life I've always wanted to live, and this pretty much actually happened, until I went through not one, but two deaths in my family. That's the first time life kicked me in the face and made me realize I was being stupid and pretty arrogant with my life and the people around me. When I say arrogant, I mean I used to firmly believe I could do anything on my own, no need to ask permission or asking for help from anybody. I thought I could do it alone. So I didn't spend much time creating healthy and profound connections. I thought they were useless, but also kinda impossible for me to achieve. Anyway, after the second death, I decided to go to therapy, and thanks to the process I went through, I've been able to get rid of lots and lots of nasty junky traumas that I have collected during the previous years. That was cool. I learned how important it is to ask for help instead of keeping everything inside and try to survive on your own. This is the first lesson I never planned or thought I would learn on my journey away from home. After just 1 year of therapy, my social life improved a lot, and I went on my first girls' trip with two friends from college. I was in my early 20s. I still thought I was doing good, and then the worst days were over. Big mistake. As I was leaving behind my second year and entering my third and last year of college, I started to think, hey, it's time to find myself a boyfriend. Enough with these short happy hour interactions that we have after class almost every weekend. Let's find the one. I swear to God, if I could go back in time, I would slap myself in the face and stick to that routine I had back in those days. In classroom at 8 a.m., out with my classmates, drinking and walking through the city at 7 p.m. till whenever we wanted. Because why not? We were doing well in class. I was getting pretty good results with my studies. But no. Nope. I managed to get distracted by that little filthy, arrogant voice inside my head that said, "Time is running out. If you don't find yourself a boyfriend and build a solid relationship, you will be alone for the rest of your life and forced to be back to your hometown with your parents. Is this what you want?" "Hell no," I replied. Following this extra arrogant energy living inside of me, I ended up dating a guy that turned out to be a narcissistic, sadistic idiot who crushed my self-esteem and stole 3 years of my life. And he would have kept going like this for the rest of our lives because he never wanted to leave me and acknowledge the fact that we were not meant to be together. But I do not blame everything on him. I also didn't do much to end the relationship. And that happened because I had a very distorted version of what love was supposed to look like and feel like. Specifically, I've convinced myself that I simply had to dim my true self in order to have a healthy and stable relationship. Thank God, the last year of our relationship, something within me changed. Or I should say, something woke up from within myself. And this thing felt different. It felt strong and more powerful than that arrogant voice. I don't remember what it said to me. I only remember how it made me feel, and it was awesome. I felt my power coming back to me, and I started to actively respond to his toxic behavior, which led me to finally break up with him. Not only that felt extremely good, I also learned a lot in terms of love, self-love, red flags, and childhood traumas that convince you that life and love are all about suffering. Cool. There comes the second lesson I have never asked to learn, but life wanted me to. Yeah. No, really. I was truly happy and actually proud of myself from growing out from that toxic mentality and jumping into a new adventure with an intention of finally making new friends and get some money thanks to the new job I got 1 month after breaking up with my ex. 1 month into 2020. God damn it. I don't even know where to start with this one. Should I start with me losing the job I got without even working a single day? Or should I start with me being forced to go back to my parents' house because I couldn't afford living on my own? And this whole punani situation felt so horrible and shit scary. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that those 4 years reaped every single drop of hope and positive energy I managed to collect in the previous 25 years. And that felt extremely sad. I went from different jobs to deciding to become an entrepreneur, and I failed. I tried to stay in contact with all the friendships I made during college years, but eventually they all fall apart. And I can't even explain how or why that happened. But it happened. And once again, I didn't feel myself. But I never stopped trying. Never stopped fighting, never stopped running. Until I got sick. 4 years of this keep going, keep hustling mentality granted me a doctor's appointment. And when I went to the appointment and the doctor got me some blood tests and other stuff to do, we found out that something grew inside my body, and that was the cause of my pain. Now, please don't be scared. It wasn't cancer or tumor. It was something that, according to most studies, has zero to little effects on a woman's body, but on my body, it felt like being hit by a tsunami of extreme emotions. And I bet I'm not the only woman who gets these symptoms. Anyway, I found about this thing inside of me only after 7 months of brain pain, violent mood swings, extra bleeding in my lady era, crippling anxiety, and tons of panic attacks. I thought I was going to die. I was actually, at some point, hoping to die in order to stop that torture. 1 month into this storm of pain and daily life problems I was dealing with, like no more living on my own, being single, no friends, no job, I ran into a book called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence scovel shinn. I read tons of self-help books and books about manifestation throughout the course of my entire life, but this one felt different. It is actually different. Instead of telling you what to do and bombarding you with lots of motivational and catchy quotes to make you jump down the bed and get your life together, she simply said, to manifest the life of your dreams, you must let God take the lead. Let go of any form of control you have been holding onto and have faith in Him. Drop your weapons and stop fighting. Let God fight for you and show you the way, because He knows what's best for you. This felt completely new to me. As an only child with 2 not-so-responsible parents, I always thought I had to do everything on my own, especially when it came to getting what I truly wanted. I thought to myself, I have to work hard and alone to get all of that. And that's what I've done, because I thought it was the only way. But what did I actually get back from this mentality? That fucking arrogant voice. That fucking arrogant voice, and then this something that grew inside of me that was sucking my vital energy away and required an intervention to get removed. Yeah. Once again, I discovered that I was, once again, part of the problem. Part of the reason why I was suffering at that moment. That was a hard pill to swallow. But the more I kept reading Florence's words, the more I convinced myself that it was time for me to go through a radical, drastic change in my lifestyle and mindset. So I did it. I took my hands off the wheel and sat down on the passenger seat. I cried a lot. Tears of fear and sadness ran down my cheeks as I dropped every single weapon I had on me, and every single toxic, arrogant voices inside my head that kept screaming at me, "Are you crazy? You can't stop fighting. You are almost 30 and you haven't accomplished anything of what we wanted. Are you really gonna give up?" No, I'm not giving up. I'm just letting God do it for me. For He knows what's best for me and how to get me there in the best way possible. That's what I actually did. And what happened after that was magical. As I started this new habit of pray and let God do it His own way, all of that heaviness, pain, stormy thoughts, horrible anxiety, and panic attacks slowly disappeared. The day I went to the hospital to get that something removed, I found out it was gone. It disappeared all alone without me doing anything. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I sure believed my intuition. That new, little clear voice inside my head that said, "Good job, my dear. You are on the right path now. Just keep on having faith." It was February 2024 when I started this new path. Now, as I'm writing down this story on my computer, I'm still basking into this beautiful feeling of freedom and faith. And that is the one thing I got left with: faith. So what I've learned as my third lesson on this journey called life is that hope will make you walk through fire, but faith will make you fly over that fire and land you up exactly where you need to be. So wherever you are right now, both physically and on your life journey, I encourage you to stop for a moment and tune into yourself and try to find some faith within yourself. Because faith will bring you not only the solutions that you're looking for, but also the peace your heart deserves. I don't have all the things that I thought I would have when I was 18, but I don't feel sad about it. In fact, I don't even think about them anymore, because I am so at peace with myself and in the present moment. And this all thanks to faith. Whoever has stayed with me till the end of this video, I say thank you, and I send you all of my love, all of my best wishes. And I want you to remember that life happens for you and not to you. So wherever you are right now, please see it as part of something way bigger than you. There is always a plan, and there is always a reason why you are experiencing what you are experiencing. I pray that you one day will understand everything.